Oh, welcome back everyone. I messed up big time. And I'm talking about big time. I got rid of Seagull. And I did a little bit of research, and it's very important to actually have Seagull because of her chassis. It's a little bit awkward, isn't it? Imagine that healing, dude. The healing aura. Oh, and then I started over because I was like, oh, that's so good. Chelsea's are actually pretty important with the mechs, depending on what mech you want to actually use it on. It's a little bit awkward, isn't it? At least for me it was. So I was like, let's just start over. Let's keep that nice little mech that is the airplane of waifu. So right now, what I'm doing is, I notice that there is some picking that do actually have recommended of what your mech actually has. But what I would like to actually see, hold on, let me F8 real quick. As you may notice, it's like, oh, the control. This time I'm not going to like mess up. So yeah, I just noticed a few things that I really need to pay attention to. One is the core items of the mechs, and I was trying to do a little bit of research. That way, you know, have some sort of idea. I would like to see it actually do an auto thing. Oh, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Some of these AIs don't make sense to me. They got really close. I'm not even sure how the aura works. I mean, I'm not sure if anything's actually being healed. It's, I don't know, it's like complicated, and I don't understand it. Yeah, definitely the cores need to be like have an auto thing just to make sure that I don't screw up in any way, shape, or manner. And I have been screwing up a lot. And so this time, no screw ups, no redos, no nothing. It's a simple mistake of a newbie like myself. Oh, it healed something, unless somebody ran over like a buff. So, this time, no mess ups. It seems like a lot of people stopped playing this game. There wasn't a whole lot of YouTube videos. I'm not entirely sure what happened and why everyone just quit doing so. It's just not enough content? You guys reach at the end, nothing else to do? PvP boring? There's so many questions. I don't know. I'm a newbie. I don't know too much about what I'm doing, so I don't want to really rat out the game until I actually, you know, I get there, you know what I'm saying? Until I get to the top, I understand. And even if I do get to the top, I hope there's a lot more content that comes out, you know? Like, what else could they do? I mean, obviously do raids. It doesn't seem like they have raids. I want to know what the raid would be like, honestly. Definitely need some GVG. I didn't see GVG on my last account. Guild versus guild would be really nice, especially in a game like this. I don't know if they will ever put anything like that. It's very hard telling. But just imagine GVG. A lot of the gacha games, they do not carry those types of games into them, which doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. You have such potential. I don't know, do a lot of people think that it's gonna be like pay to win kind of thing, and that's why they're not wanting to do it? And I mean, it's like with Grand Summoner, like a lot of the characters are not that like strong in PvP, so you really got to make sure you have the right weapons, equipments, and all that stuff to actually do any PvP whatsoever. I mean, I got close to top 100, and then when I got over the top 100, these people, it's not like the characters, is more the equipment that they had that literally destroyed me. I was like, wow, equipment, OP over characters. But I don't understand why this game wouldn't have anything like that. I mean, it would be amazing. I know there was something with like series PvP, and there was like the novice PvP side apart. I want to see how serious. I'm not entirely sure what it was called, but I know that there was like a tournament that only does the weekends. So that looks like it could be cool. That is an actual nice change of pace. I think that's pretty awesome to have something like that. But just imagine GVG. Gacha games, you really need to start investing into GVG PvP battles in your game, because games can literally stagger real quick if there's not an other option for you to actually play anything else apart from PvP. Ooh, what am I doing? Where am I going? Oh, here it is. Okay, so me to start investing in something like that, honestly. I just don't understand why no one has even tried to even do that. Just imagine the potential with your video games, and they just, people complain. It's like, oh, just, you know, it's a gacha game, you know, in order for you to actually get something good, you're going to have to invest a lot of money. That's not necessary. I mean, it's GVG. I mean, people will kill you if they have that type of money. It's like when I played War and Order. It's a real-time strategy game with players that literally spend thousands of dollars, and they make a guild and they carry you, and then, you know, you build your army over time, and then you carry them. It's like, why don't you do anything like that? It's the same concept, you know. It's GVG. You're gonna have someone really strong on your guild, and if you don't have anyone stronger in your guild, there are people out there that literally will just do it just to have fun. They just make a guild to have fun. They lose, they laugh about it. Sometimes there be troll builds for them to do. You know, I thought about doing a troll build in a newbie battle. It'd be so hilarious. I think it'd be funny as hell. Most of these people would be like, you're dumb. Why would you build that? Why would you even take the time to make that mech for what it is? And I'd be like, because it's funny. I think it's funny. That's the reason why I do it. It's like, could you imagine losing to this? And then you lose to it, and then you feel bad about yourself? That's the funny part about it. Most of these people will be like, that's dumb, you know, it's stupid. But, you know, GVG, man, like, come on, gacha games. Especially this game. You have potential. It looks like it could be really great for GVG. You push forward into someone's lair, you know. I mean, if you're not strong enough with your mechs, you do some damage to the other enemy mechs, and then they push in and do a little bit of damage. You know, the weak ones go first to do some damage, or at least do a little tiny damage, like chip damage. They chip them, okay? So, as they're chipping away at the enemy team, then the other, whoever will jump in next, right? Like, they'll jump in and they'll do some damage, and you push on to their whatever, you know, alliance, and then you get rewarded. And then there's a tier list where you become like the best, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a tier list that gives you rewards at the end of the month. I'm not sure at the end of the month, probably end of the 2 months, 3 months. I'm not sure like how you would like to do that. That's pretty cool. You know, Summoner Wars has something like that. I'm just taking, you know, somewhat of an idea of what they do, you know, and doing it like this is way better than Summoner Wars. I mean, Summoner Wars is like, how would you say Summoner Wars? It's like, it is definitely pay to win Summoner Wars, like 100%. If you don't have the characters to defend your own place, you just lose. Okay, it's over. It's done. You're done, Zeus. And it's just gonna be what it is. And they don't understand. I don't think anyone understands. I mean, there are a lot of people that love Summoner Wars. You know, they love it because they spend all this money on top of Summoner Wars, and they're like, oh, you know, Summoner Wars is so cool. It's alright. You know, it's outdated. The graphics look outdated. You know, but even with it being outdated, that doesn't mean anything to me. I played a lot of outdated games, and I still find it enjoyable. It's just that in this time, they don't have any servers to them or anything. Like, so there's not much you could play. You know, not much you could do with it. You know, you played it already. You called it good. It's like with Super Mario's. You called it good on the Nintendo. People don't call it good. They do speedruns, but that's a different story because it's like in a platform game and all that stuff. Blah blah blah. And so yeah, it just kind of like just bugs me that these gacha games don't. What the? Is he throwing tanks at us? Well, anyways, yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, it just bugs me that these gacha games don't have anything like that. You know, they don't take the time to make something like that and say, you know, that sounds like a good idea. I think we should definitely start making stuff like this because we have potential and all that stuff. But, you know, like I said, I was looking back, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, is this game is it outdated? It's just not enough content coming out? I remember when it was released, I was like, oh, this is a cool game, like 6 months ago. It looks like it was 6 months ago, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It might have been. But, like, still a new game. Kind of new. It hasn't been a year yet. And I think it's pretty rewarding. It does give you a lot of stuff. Like, when you start off, it's like, here you go. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then it's like, yeah, no problem. And then it's just, I mean, to be honest, I really don't care to get like the best mechs. Right now, the only thing I care about is to understand the game and the core items. I'm pretty sure they will put an auto thing on there to put the core items on for you if you don't know what the mechs do exactly or what they need. Because I sure hell don't. I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with the mechs. None. It's so confusing. I think I understand, like, I should be upgrading mechs. Like, I should get their stars up. But, like, is it wasteful to, for an example, to get Seagull going on? Like, is it wasteful for me? Wasteful for me to actually start, like throwing mechs at her, upgrading her airplane? Is it wasteful? I don't understand. You know, you just don't want to throw stuff away and then you just wasted it, or you should save it for better mechs instead. Let me get a drink here. Yes, I love tea, especially peace tea, man. Not sponsored, never sponsored. Yeah, I mean, honestly, kind of lost my train of thought, but good game. So overall, good game. So far, it's a good game. You know, high mechs, I don't really care for. I think they're cool. I'd like to save my time of getting some, and then like there could be like an anniversary for this game that could help beginners get into this game, because I know that people are gonna get hella confused of the core shit. And I think it definitely needs to have like put something to auto it on for you, because I have no idea. No idea. I think that would be a nice touch. But it seems like I read the what did I read? I read something on here that says that they are out of commission, you know, out of the office or something like that. And they can't actually do anything because of the coronavirus. Yeah, I mean, that gives me time, right? Like, I got plenty of time to actually do stuff. They said they'll be back. I don't remember what the date that they said they were going to be back on. I didn't really look at the date. I didn't like write down. I pretty much don't remember it at that point. And I was like, yeah, and that doesn't bug me. I mean, I still got a long way to go in this game, so. Oh, look at that! We got Valkyrie. Okay, she's wiping me. So yeah, I mean, honestly, what else could I just say about this game? I think I like I definitely like, I don't really need to do anything here. I definitely like the music. At the beginning of the game, the music is just fantastic. Now, it's not what we're listening to right now, okay? Don't be an asshole. It is when you log in. Oh, you know, you have that atmosphere of being in space, right? Like, it's that good. And I respect it, you know. That atmosphere is just too good for all of us. You just gotta swing the sword. The mechs look really cool. Oh, the giant mechs really look cool. I was like, oh, that's ballin', dude. That's awesome. It's just so cool. You know, that nerdgasm going on here. It's just too strong, isn't it? And I just like it, okay? I'm sorry. I like big things. It's not gay, okay? You weirdo. Let's just grab that. Okay. Oh, another thing. Another thing I could talk about. It is the AI of this game. Sometimes when I tell a mech to do something, even with auto being off, okay? Because it obviously still does auto things. the mech doesn't respond most of the time. Like, I tell it to move back because, you know, if it's about to die or it's getting hit really hard or it's getting focused by other mechs, the mech does not do that all the time. Like, it does not respond to what I want. Okay? So, it'll sit there getting hit over and over, and I'm telling, for an example, I'll just go like this. Oh, oops. I'll just like, go, go, go. He got knocked down, right? Go, go. Sometimes it doesn't do that in certain scenario. Like, if it's, I think it's because probably it's colliding with other mechs, and so it doesn't respond. It just, that's my guess, right? Like, I don't know what the heck is going on most of the time. But yeah, I don't know. It's not doing it now, but I remember when I was playing it without recording, it was doing something like that. It would not respond to what I wanted it to do. I'd be like, okay, come over here, and it's like, nope, nope, nope. How? Another thing, okay, that I really want to say is when we don't start right away of this game, like nothing starts, okay? For an example, right? Oh, excuse me. For an example, okay? This. Why, at the beginning of the game, why do, like, my mechs get shot before we even get started? That definitely needs to be fixed, because that's not okay. I don't know what I'm picking here. I don't understand. You got nothing I want. I don't know what I would need to pick in there. I don't want to waste anything, but I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Like, when I'm fighting and everything, okay? It's like the battle starts, okay? And then these guys get hit. Even though they're not, like, they should be moving if the battle's already starting, but they take a little bit of a delay to do so. I'm like, why the heck is that? What? So, like, you saw, like, Iron Mech B, okay? He got hit, or she got hit right away before, like, we couldn't even do anything. Like, I couldn't respond my mechs because they just don't move right away. Another thing is, I think the AI needs a little bit better, because, like, being next to each other is just, what the heck? You don't want that. If they're next to each other, it's a bad thing. There's no point of, like, mechs that have magnets onto them that pull them. No, it's just, because, like, they die together because of splash damage, so it doesn't add up, okay? It doesn't make sense why they're even next to each other in the first place. I just don't get the idea of that. Who sat there was like, you know what we should do? We should let the AI get really close to one mech after another mech. And they're like, oh, that's a great idea. You see how they get, like, really close to each other sometimes? Like, I understand that she has to get close to avoid damage, like go behind a mech and take no damage, and that she could still heal, if she does heal. It's so hard telling if she's healing these guys or not. I don't really see a difference from, like, before. But who knows? I don't know anything, right? Like, I don't know anything, mommy. Oh my goodness, the damage. Oh, the damage that they're doing to him. Let me do that. Let me heal you. He's just getting wrecked. Okay, let's start playing with him a little bit. He literally got wrecked. He got focused so hard. Like, they weren't even focusing anything else. They were going after my homeboy, dude. What the hell? What kind of stuff is that, man? Oh, we gotta do hard. We just gotta really pay attention on that. They really focused down one mech. Is there a mech that actually does have, like, some sort of taunt or provoke? I wonder. That would be funny if there is. Because I don't think he would last very long, to be fair. Oh, I love that mine that she throws out. It's so good. Or that mech throws out mine. It's really cool. It's a magnet mine, too. Like, when you throw it out, she's like... stun, and then blows up. Oh my god, these things, man, they just do so much freaking damage. Yeah, we did it. I feel like the normal one was the hardest after the hard one. What the hell? I respect that though, you know. We're almost hitting our 25 mark. I'm not entirely sure what else I should actually be talking about. I don't want to talk about cores or anything because I don't know anything about the cores of what mechs really need. I don't know Gundam very well. I don't know if this is Gundam or not. I knew Gundam as a kid back in the 90s, but I don't know anything about what they need to wear, what Gundam needs what, or I should say mech, what needs what, or what mech really needs to focus on. Do they need damage? Do they need like armor, void range damage, melee damage? I'm not even sure. Like, you know, maybe some mechs, they have like, they help them with rain damage already and they don't really need anything else. They could just focus on something else, and I don't get it. Like, I don't know anything about the cores. I don't know like what does what. I know like reading them is a little bit confusing because I'm so used to playing RPG. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, RPGs, okay, and like they'll say like resistance to cold. I'm like, okay, so it can't be froze, it can't be slowed. All right, I get it. And then fire resistance is resistant to burning or flame elements. I'm like, okay, I get it. And then, you know, earth, blah, blah, blah. It is very easy to understand those things. But these, like, you're focusing on, it's just a description. It's very confusing to me. I'm like, I don't understand what this means. I don't get it. I don't play it very often to know and understand what mech really needs to focus on. Is it a tank mech? Like, you know, obviously, you know, not just a tank mech, like a, you know, just a tank. You get what I'm trying to say, okay? You understand. I'm talking about, like, something that soaks up a lot of damage, okay? Not a fucking tank, an actual tank. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, what is this focus on DPS? I know the Seagull needs health, and it needs speed and avoid, and something that can help with its healing. I understand that. I now know what to build for this mech. But other mechs, I have no idea what the heck I'm building, because to me, I just don't know what it means. Hold on, give me a second. But yeah, overall, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What am I doing? Hey, boo boo, what are we doing? Yeah, overall, I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, there's a lot to say about this game, but I just can't think of anything right now. You know, the more I play, I think of things, what I don't like or I do like. And right now, I just been complaining, but that's because I'm a noob. I just don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just saying that. It's just a little bit confusing for me to start off going like, what are you doing? You see this thing? She's just running up to it. Just kill it. Just kill it. Focus it. You see what I'm saying? She was trying to get to these things rather than focusing what was in front of her and blocking her from getting into it. And just kill it. Oh, just go for it. Oh, how bad would that been if she just died to something so dumb? I'm pretty sure she would have focused something differently, but like, oh, that's embarrassing. Even for her and me. I have to watch her. Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about this, right? Ability-wise, they definitely need to, you know, keep using their abilities. Like, I just don't understand why that isn't a thing. Unless, like, the more you level up your mech, you get, like, 4 other abilities. But, like, even still, like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a noob. I'm just complaining because I just don't really understand. Maybe, like, the mech gets a lot more abilities, or I know it gets a lot more abilities. What I'm trying to say is the pilot. There we go. That's right. The pilot gets a lot more abilities. Okay, the mech just gets additional weaponry with his character-wise, which makes sense. But like, I don't know. The more I play, the more I understand. Like, I'll have to just say a few other things, but I had to restart. I fucked up. Like, I needed that mech that can heal, but I don't see much of a difference after starting over, to be fair. Maybe there's something I need to level up on. Maybe there's something I have to do to show a little bit of a difference. I'm not entirely sure. But I will find out sooner or later, my friend. Sooner or later, okay? But it seems like we're actually at the end of the rope. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow on the mic like that. at the end of the rope, and you guys have a wonderful day, and until next time, I love you, maybe. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait, it's not working. What's going on? This is... It won't let me... What? Okay, until next time, take care.